As much as they've been dominating as we've began to primarily cover on this channel for the time being, the Golden State Warriors are still in a race for their lives, as while they're within 4.5 games of the 2 seed with 17 games to spare, teams around them in the Timberwolves, Rockets, and Grizzlies are also on fire. Since the Minnesota Timberwolves, who the Warriors won the season series 3-1 against, have won 6 straight just like the Dubs, the Warriors are still just half a game ahead of them for a guaranteed playoff spot. On his 37th birthday, despite battling lower back soreness, Stephen Curry entered a game against the Sacramento Kings on the verge of history, as he was 2 threes away from 4K. Jonathan Kuminga returned after missing 2 months of action with an ankle injury, and reintegrating such a key piece to the team's success in Kuminga, who's been out for such a prolonged stretch, while practically the entire makeup of the roster has shifted since his injury, will be an ongoing process. How Kuminga performed in his first game back is coming up. The race is so tight out west that ESPN's Kendrick Perkins is claiming the Timberwolves are more of a threat than the Warriors. As I mentioned, the Warriors have won 3 out of 4 games against Minnesota this season, but nevertheless, the Timberwolves have the 28th toughest schedule remaining, while the Warriors have the 11th. So that take could end up looking good in the short and potentially long term for Perk. The Dubs will try to prove Kendrick wrong, of course. Replacing the unavailable Domantas Sabonis up front, Jonas Valanciunas swatted Jimmy Butler, only for Jimmy to regather and overhead to Draymond. Green then buried his second corner triple to open the night. Quentin Post took it coast to coast to get to the foul line. Moody found Post spotted up in the corner. Here, it's Curry cutting back door and Draymond finding the angle to set him up around the basket. Off another dime from Draymond, this time with Curry setting an off-ball screen, it's Post draining a 3. Kuminga checked in, and on the fast break, JK penetrated to set up this Curry 3. GP2 wasn't breaking this, as the young glove kept cooking. Kuminga took it inside for a patented high-velocity attack. Good to see him back. Healed up-faked, then relocated to the corner to drain this contested bomb. The masked man kept firing away and in turn kept frying as GP2 couldn't miss. Draymond also couldn't miss, as Green was locked in from distance. After Moody snatched a steal, he found Post for the triple, forcing a Kings timeout. The Warriors proceeded to clamp down to force a shot clock violation, as their defense with Butler on the floor with GP2 is dangerous. Then when you factor in, you have Moody, not to mention Draymond, the anchor, plus Post on the backside, and this Dubs defense has a chance to be historically great. Healed finding Santos led to another Kings timeout. Curry then became the first player in NBA history to make 4,000 triples. Congrats to Wardell. Just another milestone among many for Chef. Kuminga hit this off-balance floater that could have been an and one, as headband JK was looking sharp in his return. No one picks up the ball, and Hield's able to walk into this shot. Looney then drops a nice dime to Hield. Kuminga brings another lengthy defensive presence to this Warrior team, and he shut down Keon Ellis with a great closeout on this play. Buddy's creation was stellar all night as Hield found Looney in the pocket before shutting down Malik Monk on the other side. Jimmy Butler extended the advantage to 13. Moody found Draymond on the inside with a nice high-low entry. Moody was on automatic, as the man's finally living up to his potential as an elite 3-and-D wing. Here, it was Butler setting up Draymond for another great bit of facilitation. The Dubs cruise from there, as this was a victory that they had in the bag from start to finish. The road gets significantly tougher from here on out, but these Dubs seem ready for the challenge. 8 Warriors scored in double figures, with Draymond leading the way with 23. Kuminga had a Warrior second most 18, Moses Moody had 17, and Buddy Hield had 16, of course, off the pine. The Warriors won by 26, and now get set to take on the New York Knicks on Saturday night. Happy birthday to Stephen Curry, and congrats on 4K. This was your boy DFlow, and I'll see you next video.